Hello, this is Long Island Outdoorsman, and this is the current stock of Shimano bait casting reels that we have. We'll have anything from the Cardiffs, Corvallis, SLX, Corrados, Chronarchs, and of course this Calcutta, which we'll probably do a separate video on that one later, but it's probably the highest quality Shimano reel that we currently have. That's a conventional at least. Now, we should start getting into some of these ones. The price points are about currently they're subject to change, but this is about 110, the Corvallis, which is going to be mostly metal, whereas these ones, the Cardiffs, are about 130, and these are all metal reels. They're a little bit heavier in comparison to regular bait casters, so it really is better if you're using them on a heavier, let's say a boat rod, if you're jigging on the bottom, if you're chunking for stripers or something, I mean, it'd be better, but this is the smallest one we have here, and this would be an excellent reel to put on, let's say, a St. Croix or a Tsunami if you're using it for light fluking. Whereas the traditional bait casters like these ones, SLX, Corrado, and Chronarch, they just make phenomenal like fluking reels. SLX though, personally, I would mostly use these ones in freshwater. I'm pretty sure the frame of them is some sort of plastic, whereas the Corrado and the Chronarch are all made out of metal. And then lastly, we have these Tranx reels. 200, great fluking. A lot of the bait casters that have the power handles like this one, personally, I think they'd be better if you're bottom fishing for, let's say, sea bass or porgy or something. I mean, especially if you're having like a lot of heavy weight, like you don't want to have a small handle like, I mean, this isn't even a small handle, but if you have a smaller handle, it's easier to reel in quickly that lighter weight. Whereas if you have something that's like a heavier handle like this, you get a little bit more torque and it's a little easier to bring in those heavier weights, like especially if you're using like 6 ounces or something. These ones here, these are probably the biggest bait casters that we have. Probably best to use them if you're plugging for striped bass on bunker pods or if you're live lining or something. They probably have a bit more of a specific, like, you know, use for them. You're definitely going to need a heavier rod for these ones though, definitely. And we've sold these in the past for, you know, live lining bunkers, plugs for stripers. It's mostly what people have bought these for. And then lastly, of course, this one, we'll do a separate video on that, but that is a truly phenomenal. Here, if you want, go in the front, you can check it out. Yeah, those ones are sick. But kinds of rods I would put these on, it kind of depends. I mean, a lot of the smaller bait casters like these ones, yeah, the Cardiffs, Corvallis, the smaller ones, you could definitely get those onto like St. Croix rods. Same thing with all these bait casters, St. Croix rods. If you wanted the best like inshore fluking setup, it'd probably be either a Nomad or a Centaur plus whatever bait caster you want. I mean, these all work. And then you know, these ones I'd probably end up giving someone like a Tsunami Carbon Surf, or what is it, a Carbon Shield 2. Those ones will work, especially with these rods. The beefier like Carbon Shield 2 rods work phenomenally with this. Yeah, I think that's about it. I got cut off there, but what I was going to say was if you're interested, consider coming into the store, going online, and possibly ordering it through us. All right, have a nice day.